Welcome back to our channel. Over the years, Apple has garnered an extensive list of overwhelmingly positive coverage as it evolved under the leadership of Steve Jobs. Apple has often adopted a firm stance when it comes to its App Store policies, following a my way or the highway approach that involves excluding certain apps for various reasons. The company, headquartered in Cupertino, California, is also known for its stringent partnership agreements. But there are still several lesser scrutinized aspects that Apple would prefer the public to refrain from discussing. Here are 5 such topics that Apple would rather keep under the radar. Keep watching the video to find out 5 things Apple doesn't want you to know. Number 5. Apple TV and the iWatch may not be runaway hits. According to Jeffrey Sika, founder and CIO of Sika Wealth Management, there doesn't seem to be much excitement from Apple about the Apple TV and the upcoming iWatch. This suggests that Apple may not see these products as having the same growth potential as some people expect. However, Apple continues to develop and support these products to cater to their existing customer base. While Apple TV generated over $1 billion in revenue in 2013, it falls behind other popular iDevices in terms of performance. This indicates that the future success of Apple TV may not be as impressive. Nevertheless, CEO Tim Cook has expressed a strong interest in exploring opportunities in the television industry, although specific plans aren't clear yet. Analyst Katie Huberty from Morgan Stanley has made revenue projections for the iWatch. She suggests that in its first year, the iWatch could generate more revenue than the initial years of the iPhone or iPad. However, it's important to note that this projection is based on the existing customer base, which is significantly larger when the iPhone and iPad were first introduced. Number 4. Apple may be facing a bigger threat from Samsung than it wants to acknowledge. The battle between these two tech giants, who are major competitors in the hardware market, has been ongoing for years. They've been engaged in patent lawsuits primarily suited to software, although some argue that Apple's grievances should be directed more towards Google rather than Samsung. Apple's lawsuits against Samsung have brought significant attention to Samsung products. In an interview, Jeffrey Sika questioned why consumers would choose to spend $500 on an Apple product when they could purchase a Samsung phone for $100 if Apple is suing Samsung for copying their technology. This unintended consequence of Apple's legal actions has shed light on the fact that a virtually identical product to the iPhone can be purchased for a lower price. Unless consumers are die-hard Apple fans, they're now considering this factor when shopping for smartphones. On earnings calls, CEO Tim Cook has openly acknowledged Samsung as Apple's biggest hardware competitor. Number 3. Apple technology isn't all that original. Contrary to popular belief, Apple isn't always the pioneer or inventor of markets such as smartphones, MP3 players, or tablets. In reality, Apple enters markets where competitors already exist and strives to understand and deliver what consumers desire. Jack Gold, founder and principal analyst at J. Gold Associates, emphasizes that while many perceive Apple as the sole creator of their technology, they actually incorporate and enhance existing ideas from others. For instance, voice command technology has been developed by various other companies, including IBM, for several years. However, Apple's acquisition of Siri in 2010 propelled the concept of personal voice assistants to the forefront. Although Apple improved Siri's functionality, it's important to recognize that voice command and search were not new concepts. Number 2. Apple isn't perfect. According to Gold, there's a common perception that Apple never fails with their products. However, there have been several instances, even in recent times, where Apple has experienced limited success in product development. Prior to Steve Jobs' return to the company, Apple was in a state of disarray, attempting to produce a wide range of consumer electronics, including cameras. In the early 1990s, Apple launched the QuickTake, a digital camera. However, the QuickTake faced numerous issues as the digital camera market was still in its early stages. It lacked essential features such as zoom, focus, and had limited storage capacity, allowing users to store only 8 pictures. Consequently, the QuickTake was considered a failure. Apple has also encountered other product failures throughout its history. The Apple III, following the remarkable success of the Apple II, faced significant challenges. Apple's entry into the video game market with the Apple Pippin proved to be disastrous. Additionally, the transition from Mac OS 9 to OS 10 took a considerable amount of time, and Apple's first attempt to enter the television market with the Macintosh TV didn't meet expectations. Number 1. Apple is getting older. Since the passing of Steve Jobs, Apple has faced a significant challenge regarding its product pipeline. Opinions vary on whether Jobs left behind a well-defined pipeline of products or not, leaving uncertainty regarding Apple's ability to maintain its innovation in the future. This situation can be attributed to what Gold refers to as the innovation curve effect. As the product matures, it becomes increasingly challenging to introduce groundbreaking innovations without completely reinventing it. This presents a dilemma for Apple in terms of sustaining its innovation. The iWatch represents one of Apple's attempts to venture into new areas. However, the success of wearable technology hasn't matched initial expectations, making the iWatch's potential success uncertain. The same uncertainty applies to mobile payments, a topic that CEO Tim Cook has discussed publicly. While Apple has expressed interest in the mobile payment space, Cook has emphasized that the company isn't solely focused on that area. The demographics of Apple's customer base and the significant amount of commerce conducted through iOS devices present a compelling opportunity for the company. As with many technology companies that have experienced hits in the market, Apple is now grappling with the innovator's dilemma, trying to determine its next steps. Cook has stated that Apple has no problem working on new products. The challenge lies in deciding which ones to pursue. That's it for today, guys, and we'll see you again in another video. Until then, take care and bye for now.